Got my phone, you know what that means. I'm gonna be getting mine. I've never gotten to air it because it's sold out every single time I've ever done a show with Chelsea, because I usually end the day with her. Well, I'm doing the very same thing, so the good news is we got Maremo, but this is the last show. This is the last show of the visit. And you know what? I'm gonna say best for last, doggone it, because at World Launch, HSN exclusive, you're seeing this for the very first time. We were just talking about treatment benefits. And it's interesting because Chelsea knows I love to be in the kitchen, and they that Top Chef show, they actually just did a show from Italy where the chefs went hunting for truffles. Honest to goodness, she had me at truffles. But there are a whole list of anti-aging treatment benefits that go along with this. This to me is a creme de la creme. It is a legacy item. I gotta tell you, the packaging is amazing. Just out of curiosity, do we even have the box this comes in? Because it's like this whole experience, if you will, and it is ours exclusively. It is event priced, a one and done at $56, 3 flexible payments of $18.67, free shipping, $699-8020. Oh, Chelsea, I feel like I'm in one of those fancy schmancy restaurants, you know, where they come out, look at this. Hello, gorgeous. Are you kidding
Is that unbelievable?
me? Wow. Oh, thank you, Miss Emily. Honestly, okay, Chelsea, this is the first look. Let's fill in all the blanks, because a lot of people are familiar with truffle, and to me that just, the name means elegance and high-end. And describe the experience and what this does for people.
Sure, we actually have a great video. Oh, well, there's the white truffle. And we'll also show you this beautiful video of this extremely beautiful region in Italy that's called Alba. And oh my, there it is. I actually lived in Italy for many years, so I get very emotional when I see it. And in this region is the white truffle. It's the white truffle capital of the world. And as you just said, the farmers actually have special dogs that go out into the fields to hunt and sniff out these incredible rare white truffles from the ground. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Well, you would know, Shannon, because you're a foodie. White truffle is the single most expensive food in the world. And so Alba actually discovered that white truffle contains an ingredient that is called superoxide dismutase. What is that? Superoxide dismutase, my friends, is the single most powerful antioxidant in the human body. It's in every single cell in our body. And as we age and, you know, the environment and all these things, it starts to diminish, just like with a collagen starts to diminish. Well, the white truffle gives us the opportunity to apply it back to the skin topically. Now combine that with blackberry, blueberry, cranberry, all these beautiful natural ingredients, and you're getting a rich, luxurious, decadent balm that is going to help the skin look younger overall. It's going to be more supple, more soft, more even, and look around that eye area. It's going to help chase away the appearance of those fine lines and wrinkles, Shannon. It is going to help the skin just overall look more radiant, more youthful. It's called a balm because it's a little bit thicker in consistency. So I would definitely say that this very rare white truffle balm is for those of you 40s, 50s, 60s, and up. It's for those of you that have deep lines and wrinkles, and it's also free of all of the bad stuff. So it's free of parabens, it's free of silicones, it's free of sulfates, it's cruelty-free, and you apply it, and it just, your skin just drinks it in, and with continued use, firmer, smoother, diminishing the fine lines and wrinkles, Shannon.
And I tell you what, I just took off the jar and it smells divine. And you know, just because we're being cautious about social distance. So Emily, I won't stick my finger in here. By the way, it comes with the beautiful little applicator, but I just wanted you to see this balm-like consistency. And for someone like myself, I'm in my 50s. That means the only men in my life is pausal. And so my skin, thank you, Chelsea. Standing ovation. I'll be playing here all night, or at least for the next 45 minutes. But if you have that aging skin like I do, you probably already know your skin has more challenges than it did in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s, because I'm in my mid-50s now. And to me, this is perfection, because Lord knows I need firming, I need lifting, and you know, I need more of a cream that does heavy lifting for me, but I can't use a heavy cream. And a balm seems to be the perfect consistency. Chelsea, would you agree? I mean, if our, because I think a lot of women, you know, if you've got menopausal skin, or you're in your 50s, or you just have seen your skin change, we do need a cream that, you know, works, but we don't want it to feel heavy. A balm is kind of that perfect mix of texture, consistency, and performance, isn't it?
Yeah, and exactly. And as we're taking a look here at Linda live in the studio after one application, the difference with a balm is that because it's free of all of those fillers like sulfates, parabens, silicones, it's actually a thinner consistency because it's not filled with all that yucky stuff. So it penetrates the skin rapidly. Now, if we take a look at Linda, just remember that this is a cream that you're going to use every day, every night. It's always going to be your last step. And this was just one application live in the studio right there. And look at the plumpness overall in Linda's skin. Especially pay attention to the area around the mouth, her chin area. Her cheeks look lifted. They look plumper. The appearance of her skin overall with just one application of this very rare white truffle is just incredible. So with long-term use, Shannon, the skin just looks better and better and better. And I do love the balm consistency. I'm not a big fan of creams that are very heavy, that sit on top of the skin. So this is a really interesting cream because that texture is rich and decadent, but absorbs really quick, Shannon, with that very rare white truffle.
It does, and it's interesting because for a lot of us out there, certainly I'm approaching this from a foodie standpoint, but when we talk about the antioxidant benefits of the truffle and the myriad of other skin-loving ingredients that are in this, what's interesting is on these before and afters, let alone, to me, it's the Goldilocks texture or consistency for someone in their mid-50s like me, because you know it's a boss lady cream, but it doesn't feel heavy. But those before and afters are typically before and afters that we would show you on an eye product. Now, what's interesting about that to me is if it can help like around if you've got, you know, crow's feet or fine lines and wrinkles, but boy, if you've got the heavy duty nose to mouth and marionette lines like I do, I really want to encourage you to try this. And no kidding, if we had you at white truffle, because again, I'm a foodie, I can tell you for a fact that even on this recent cooking show that I was watching, the chefs who were hand harvesting these, because that is the only way they can do it, by the way, it was a small little bag of white truffles. The small little bag cost more than a car. So I gotta tell you, Chelsea, kudos to you, because there are not a lot of people. When I go to a restaurant, they will charge, you know, over $100 per dish to just shave fresh truffles on my risotto, as an example. Nobody's just, you know, putting that in their creams.
No, so, you know, it's really funny that you just said that, Shannon, because I'm constantly, this is going to sound so weird, I'm always monitoring the cost of white truffle because I'm working so closely with Dalba. And as of this morning, the average cost of just 1 pound of white truffle was $3,600, $3,600 for a pound. Dalba is really, they're the first that I know of that have been able to get into this region. The region is actually surrounded by security in Italy because you can imagine how many people are trying to get these white truffles out of the ground. It's literally like liquid gold. That's because this incredible ingredient has superoxide dismutase in it. That's what our body needs. That's our body functions because of this ingredient. And now you're able to put it back onto the skin topically with 30 other naturally derived ingredients like white lotus and ginseng and daisy to really help topically help firm up, smooth out. The skin just looks rich and plump and juicy. I just think that you guys are gonna love it. We were super excited to find this.
For sure, it's so elegant. I hope that you try it. World launch, HSN exclusive. There are only 2,000 though, so even though it's brand new and you haven't seen it, there are not a ton of these to go around. And just speaking from a foodie standpoint, by the way, speaking of food, Curtis Stone, Chef Curtis Stone and Marlo, my girl,